the heading. In coordinate geometry, what did you study in coordinate geometry? May I know?
Distance
One of you can stand and ask me.
distance formula and sector formula.
Section formula. Okay, sit down. First of all, when you talk about coordinate geometry, you should know how to plot a graph is different thing, how to denote a point on this xy plane. Yes or no? What is the meaning of xy plane? This is called what? Origin. And this is x-axis. And what about this? Y-axis. XY plane. How to represent a point on this XY plane. It's a two-dimensional plane. Why? Only x-axis and y-axis. Had it been three-dimensional, then x, y and z. Okay? Now, when you represent any point on this xy plane, Aditya, can you tell me what is the first point that we represent? X-axis. Okay, absolutely correct. Point along what? X-axis. Point along X-axis. And that is called what? Abscissa. Abscissa. Okay. And what is the second one? Y-axis. And what do you call it? Ordinate. Abscissa and ordinate. For example, if I write if a point P, X and suppose say 2 and 3. Right? What does this 2 represent? Abscissa. What is the meaning of that? Distance along x-axis. And what does this 3 represent? Distance along y-axis, and this is ordinate. Okay. Why have you kept it in a bracket like this? Why have you kept it in a bracket like this? We could have written simply 2, 3 over. No. Why? Because when you keep it within the bracket, it becomes an ordered pair. Pair means 2. And it is ordered pair. What is the meaning of ordered pair? By some rule or order, the elements within this brackets are to be placed. What is the rule? Compulsorily, first one should be along x-axis. And compulsorily, the second one should be along y-axis. That is why they are called ordered pair. Ordered pair. And this is the reason why we keep it in the bracket. Clear to everyone? Yes or no? What is this? These are what? Ordered pairs. In which the first one, it represents what? Distance along x-axis. The second one, distance along y-axis. This is origin. What are the, and together abscissa and ordinate are called coordinate. Okay. What are the coordinates of the origin? 0, 0. Okay. And if we move towards this side, what is this? This is negative x-axis. And what about this? This is negative of y-axis. Okay. This is y and this can be y dash. This is x and this can be x dash. Clear to all of you? So these are the first basic things we should know, or abscissa and ordinate. Right, children? Now, if I ask you any point on x-axis, you please write in your copy. Any point on x-axis. If you have to assume or choose any point on x-axis,
X comma 0.
any point on x-axis, that means there will be distance along x-axis, but there will be no distance along y-axis. Then what will be the coordinates? Tell me. X comma 0. Very good. Write x comma 0. Any point on x axis, x comma 0. These things you should keep in mind. Suppose the question says that take any point on x axis, so immediately it should come to your mind, we can take x comma 0. Then tell me, what will be any point on y axis? Y comma 0. Stand up. No.
Yes, ma'am.
Y comma 0.
Sorry, ma'am, by mistake.
No. Why did you say this? Answer me.
Because,
You are saying y comma 0.
because
Is it correct?
No, ma'am.
x will be
What is the order? First distance along x axis followed by distance along y axis. That means it is wrong. Whatever you are saying, you will implement, do the same thing, because you are in a hurry. So what should be the point? 0 comma y. So any point on y axis will be 0 comma y. Clear to all of you? Now, next. Did you write down on your copy? Because the summary of the chapter that you have done. Next, write. Distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. Can you take, Harshita, can you take 1 point? Assume any 1 point. x1, y1 and x2, y2. You need to find the distance between these 2 points. Okay? Sit down. How many of you know the distance formula? How many? Raise your hand properly. How many of you know the distance formula? Aditi, you know? Tell me. Your distance formula is d is equal to under root of what? x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Distance formula. Okay? This is the first formula you come across in this chapter. Distance formula. Distance between 2 point x1 y1 and x2 y2. Write down. Did you all write?
Yes, ma'am.
Sit down. Okay? Number 2. Then, what will be the coordinates of this point?
M1, MX.
1 minute. We have 2 points. What is section formula? This is only section formula, no? We have, this point P is dividing these 2 points internally. Yes or no? It is within the point A and B. This point P is not outside A and B. Okay? So this is internal ratio, not external. Okay? So if this point P divides the line joining A and B in the ratio m is to n, how do you find out the coordinates of this point P? Coordinates means I am asking you x. How will you find out x from here? The abscissa of this point. How?
MX2 plus NX.
mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. mx2 plus n x1 upon m plus n. Okay, Aditi? And what will be the ordinate of this point, children?
My2 plus
my2 upon m plus n. my2 plus n y1 upon m plus n. Internally. Did you write the formula? All of you? written? Now, how do you find the midpoint? Write the next third formula, midpoint. Suppose you have 2 points A, x1, y1, B, x2, y2, and the coordinates of the midpoint. The coordinates of the midpoint. When I say coordinates of the midpoint, what will be the abscissa? Suryansh, do you know? Coordinates of the midpoint. How many of you know? Raise your hand. Coordinates of the midpoint. Very good. Do you know, Aditi? Coordinates of the midpoint? Harshita?
x square mx2
Huh.
plus m.
If P is the midpoint, that means what is the value of M? 1. What is the value of N? 1, because in the same ratio. So 1:1. Then what should be the coordinates of the midpoint? x1 plus x2 by 2, and your ordinate will be y1 plus y2 by 2. Midpoint. These are very important formula in your chapter. Write down there. Midpoint. If A and B are 2 points with this coordinates, then how do you find out the coordinates of the midpoint? Clear? Okay. Next, fourth one. Do you know how to find out the coordinates of the centroid of a triangle?
Yes, ma'am.
Centroid. First define what is centroid. Tell me.
A centroid is the center of the circle circumscribing a triangle.
Circumscribing a triangle.
Or divides the median in the 2:1 ratio.
Sit down. See. What is a centroid of a triangle? Look onto the board here. A. This is a triangle. B and C. Right? You please make this triangle in your copy. The coordinates of XA is x1, y1. The coordinates of B is x2, y2. And the coordinates of C is x3, y3. Okay? Right? What is the meaning of centroid? See. What is the meaning of median?
Divides the base into 2. No, ma'am. Bisector.
Well, how do you answer? I really wonder. What is the meaning of median? Median is, see, look here. What is median?
A line segment.
A line segment starting from a vertex and joining the midpoint of the other. See. Midpoint of BC. Median. What is this AP? Median. What do you mean by median? Vertex joining the midpoint of the opposite side. Yes? Tell me, what will be the median means? Line from a vertex joining the midpoint of opposite side. Okay? And again, vertex and joining the midpoint of the opposite side. P, Q, R, and wherever they meet. This is called what? Centroid. Okay? Then what is the meaning of orthocenter? What is the meaning of orthocenter? See, look here. When I say centroid, centroid is a point where the 3 medians of a triangle meet. 3? Please write down in your copy. Centroid is a point where the 3 medians of a triangle meet. And what is the meaning of median? Vertex. What? Line segment joining the vertex and the
Opposite side.
midpoint of the opposite side. Midpoint of the opposite side. Orthocenter. It is the point where the three altitudes of a triangle meet. Altitudes. You write down, I will explain you. Altitudes. Where the three altitudes of a triangle meet. A, B, C. Look here please. What is the meaning of altitude? From a vertex, draw perpendicular to the opposite side. Okay? From a vertex, draw perpendicular to the opposite side. Perpendicular. From a vertex, draw perpendicular to the opposite side. Perpendicular. So this is called what? Orthocenter of a triangle. Clear to everyone? Altitude and median are two different things. Median will, what is the meaning of median? You are joining the midpoint. That means this point will divide these two into two equal parts. But this point will not, it is not necessary that it will divide, only in the case of equilateral triangle. Clear?
That is the center of the triangle.
Orthocenter, in circle. Okay? So you know what is centroid? What is centroid together? Medians of a triangle meet. What is the meaning of median?
Opposite sides.
Okay, what is orthocenter? Altitudes of a triangle meet. Now, how can they be same? Come on, stand up. Tell me, how can they be same? How? Why? I said median is a what? You are joining the midpoint. This P will divide these two into same ratio. But altitude, it is not necessary. It is not the midpoint. Suppose you draw a triangle like this. So altitude means, is it dividing these into same? Clear? They are not same. Sit down. Right? Now if the question asks you that the three vertices of a triangle are x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. Find the centroid. Find the coordinates of the centroid. If I say coordinate, then what do you understand? X and y. So what will be your x here? X will be x1 plus x2 plus x3 by, and y will be equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 by centroid. Coordinates of centroid. Clear? Did you write in your copy or not? After this I will ask you one by one. Now, next write area of a triangle ABC. Doesn't matter, write down. Of a triangle whose vertices are x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. Okay? Delta is equal to half of. Look here please. Look onto the board. Do you know how to find out? You don't know.
X1 plus x1.
Ma'am, x1 in the bracket it will be y2 minus y3.
Why do you learn like this? Why do you learn like this? Look here. Look onto the board. Are you able to see there? Sir, they are not. They are not able to see, sir. See, for this, to find out the area of a triangle, you need not learn it. You write in your copy. To this side you write x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. Write like this. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
Start from here. x1, y2. Okay? Start from here. x1, y2, x2, y3, and last is left what? x3, y1. See, half of x1, y2 plus x2, y3 plus x3, y1. Is it clear to everyone? Start from here. Don't start from here, otherwise the formula will be wrong. Okay, start from your extreme left. Leave this. Come to the second one. x1, y2, x2, y3, and what is left with you? x3, y1. Okay, minus. Now, from where to start? Now, from where to start?
From right to
x3.
left.
From here. See, how? x3, y2, x2, y1, and what is the last one? x1, y3 minus your x3, y2 plus x2, y1 plus x1, y3. Okay? This pattern you remember, although this is not in your syllabus. Maybe this is not in your syllabus, I don't know. Okay? This is what, how to find out the area of a triangle when the three vertices are given to you. Okay? Now, my question is, how to prove 3 points collinear? How to prove that these 3 points, suppose you write, to prove 3 points collinear. To prove 3 points collinear. To prove 3 points collinear. What is the meaning of collinear? They all lie in a straight line. If they lie on a same straight line, then the area of the triangle formed by these 3 points should be 0. You cannot form a triangle. Okay. So what will you do? You find the area of the triangle formed by these 3 points and keep it equal to 0.
Yes, ma'am.
You understood?
Yes, ma'am.
To prove 3 points collinear, what is the concept you will keep in mind? Area of the triangle should be 0. Write down there, area of the triangle should be 0. And how do you find the area of the triangle? Just now I explained you. There is no need to learn the formula. You can write down and immediately you can do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear to all of you? You might get a question. Find the value of x if these 3 points are collinear. So if these 3 points are collinear, that means the area formed by this triangle of this triangle will be 0. Take this concept and proceed. Clear?
We cannot.
That is not of your concern right now here. Can you form a triangle with 4 points? Then why did you ask? It's a triangle.
Quadrilateral will form.
Okay, it's a triangle. Right? Now, next. See, if the question asks you, suppose, see these type of questions are asked you, that's why I am telling you, it's a rectangle. Huh? A, B, C, D is a rectangle. The coordinates of all these points are given to you. A, B, now we have 4 points. It's a quadrilateral. Right? Clear? Suppose the vertex of A is given to you, vertex of B is given to you, vertex of C is given to you, and you will be asked to find out the vertex of D. Which concept will you use? Opposite sides are equal to each other. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Quadrilateral.
AB, it's a quadrilateral.
Opposite sides are not equal.
Maybe.
Parallelogram.
It is parallel.
Beta, is a parallelogram not a quadrilateral? That's what I am saying. How much you are confused? Any four-sided bounded figure is called a quadrilateral. Kite is also a quadrilateral. Square is also a quadrilateral. Rectangle is also a quadrilateral. So you can find out from here it's a rectangle. I am calling it quadrilateral because it is bounded by 4 line segment. Quadrilateral. Okay. Anything, rhombus is also quadrilateral, bounded by 4 line segment. Trapezium is also quadrilateral. Properties, what is that is different thing, because according to the properties you are given particular name to them. Yes or no? It's a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other, rectangle. Clear to all of you? Now suppose, see, these type of questions are asked to you in a rectangle, one vertex will be unknown. So how, what concept are you going to use? Sides are equal to each other, right? And these two will be equal to each other and these two will be equal to each other. Same way in square also, all the 4 sides are equal. In square, all the 4 sides are equal. Okay. So with this concept, whatever I have given you right now, you can proceed with your chapter. This is how, whenever you revise any chapter, children, first of all, you should take a summary of that chapter, no? What all formulas you had in that chapter. If you know the formula, that means your 3/4 work is done. You are sitting and doing the coordinate geometry and you don't know the distance formula. Will you be able to solve the question? Not at all. If you know the formula, you will try. Isn't it? You will try. Clear to all of you? Right. Now you close your copies. We will have a summary of this once again. Close your copies. Sit straight. Close your eyes. Yes. Eyes also. You are shocked? Yes. Close your eyes. Only the person whom I will ask will answer me. Raj Jaiswal. Any point on x-axis. How many of you know? Raise your hand. Tell me, beta. Very good. Please clap hands for me. Very good. Any point on x-axis, he is saying x comma 0. Very good, Raj. Sit down. Aditi, tell me. Any point on y-axis. Very good. Please clap hands for her also. Very good. Sit down. Harshita. Distance formula. If we have 2 points x1, y1 and the other is x2, y2, how do you find a distance formula?
Under root bracket x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square.
Very good. Clap hands for her also. Very good. Sit down. Mansi, what are the coordinates of origin? Very good. No clapping for her. It was a very simple question, no? Okay. Yes, tell me. Section formula. If a point divides to the line segment joining 2 points in the ratio m is to n, what is the section formula?
X will be mx2 plus nx1 upon n plus 1. M plus n.
M plus n. And y will be?
M by 2 plus n by 1 upon n plus n.
Please clap hands for her. Very good. Yes, tell me. How do you find the midpoint of a line segment joining 2 points?
x2 plus x1 by 2 comma y2 plus y1 by 2.
Okay, she's saying x2 plus x1. Okay, fine. x2 plus x1 or x1 plus x2, same thing. Clap hands for her also. Very good. Okay, sit down. Vishnu, tell me. Because he doesn't know how to clap. He is the odd one in the class. Tell me, what is the centroid of a triangle? The point where the, stand properly first of all, stand straight, hands at the back. Hands at the back? Yes. This is how you should stand and answer. Tell me.
The point where 3 medians meet.
Very good. Clap hands for him. Properly. We will teach him how to clap hands. Very good. Tell me, what are the coordinates of a centroid?
Coordinates of centroid. X1 plus x is equals to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y is equals to y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3.
Tell me, what is the orthocenter? Sit down.
Where the 3 alternate lines meet.
Alternate.
Forget the name.
Altitudes. Altitude meet. Very good. Sit down. Tell me, What are we left with? Area of a triangle. That you can write it on the board and tell me. No, don't tell me orally. Yeah, tell me. Can you do it, beta? Come on. Quickly, we don't have that much of time. See, what mistake you are doing here? It is area delta is equal to how much? Half of what? x1 y2 plus x2 y3 plus x3 y1 in one bracket minus. Then you will start from the bottom. What is that? x3 y2 plus x2 y1 plus x1 y3. Okay? Harshit, tell me, how can you prove 3 points to be linear? Very good. Clap hands for him. Very good. This means that you all have started studying. Good. And please keep doing it. That should be consistent till the end. Okay? Now, are we ready to do some questions? Yes. Do it in this copy only. No talking. I am asking you that are we ready? Please write the question properly. If the points A, x comma 2, B, minus 3 minus 4, and C, 7 minus 5, okay, are collinear. Find the value of x. Find the value of x. These 3 points are collinear and you have to find the value of x. Your time starts now. The moment I complete the counting till 10, you should give me answer. Time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Nobody could tell me the answer. Very bad. This question is, you should not take more than 1 minute's time also in this. What is the answer, Savarna? Why? You have not done. Why? What is the concept you are going to use? So we find the area na beta. This much time you will take. Amulya? Pushparaj? No, this is not the way. For such simple question, you cannot afford to take so much of time.
63.
How will you do? Tell me. You tell me. How should we do the question? This is what I want to know first. Where is the duster? The matter is, you should understand the question also, no? Yes. How did you give the start to the question? We will? What given?
Minus 31.
Huh? Sit down, please. Yes.
Ma'am, we will prove area of triangle is equal to
You have to, please listen to me. I am very disappointed with only one has done. That's very bad, very, very bad. What is the question? You have to, the question says they are collinear. 3 points are collinear. If these 3 points are collinear, then what will happen? Area of a triangle formed by these 3 points should be 0. What is the first point? Tell me. X? Why don't you open your mouth and tell me, children? This also you don't know. What is the point? Tell me, Suvarna. What are the 3 points given to you? Stand up and read. X comma 2. What is the other point? Minus 3 comma. And what is the third point? This is how first we will write all the 3 points. This is what we have done or not? X1, Y1, X2, Y2 and X3, Y3. First of all, we have written all the 3 points. Start multiplying. From where? From here to here. Here to here. And here to here first. And how do you write? Delta is equal to half of what? Start. This is minus 4x and plus 15. What is remaining? Minus 14 or plus 14? Plus 14. Then minus. We will start from where? We will start from where? 7 into minus 4. Minus 3 into 2. What will you get? Tell me. Minus 28. Minus 6. Minus 5x. You got this? This also you cannot do. If you cannot do, then you are good for nothing. Now, what is the value of this delta? Because the area of the triangle will be 0. Sit down. This also you could not do. 0 is equal to half of, now, minus 4x, and this will be how much? 29, and this will be minus 34 plus 34 and plus 5x. Did you get this? First let me solve. Did you get this? Now, this, if you bring this term here to 0, right? What are you left with now? You are left with 0 is equal to minus 4x plus x. How much? Plus 63. Yes or no? So your x is what? This also you could not give me the correct answer. This is hardly a 1 mark question. You see. Why did you get 63, Rahul? I am very disappointed that you also gave me, you were the first one to give me the answer and that too wrong. What is the meaning of time? For 1 mark question you will sit for 5 minutes. You have to learn all these things. Now it's already late. Learn these things. You have to do 27 questions. If for 1 mark question you are sitting for 5 minutes, just imagine. What will you do for 3 marks and 4 mark question? You want 1 hour for 1 question. One more question you write. Only, so you finish it off.